Hey, welcome back, ghouls and goblins. I hope you're having a magical day. Thank you so much for taking the time to support the channel. Continuing on with our rotation-proof decks. So this means that when rotation hits in September, Dominaria is released. All of the cards in the build will stay in the build. You're not going to lose anything to Historic, to Explorer, and you won't be missing those precious wild cards that you've worked so hard to collect. All right, so today is mono blue. We're getting down, we're getting dirty. We're going to be bouncing a bunch of things and really focusing on a tempo build. We'll break down the deck list, talk about the strategies, the synergies, showcase this within our gameplay footage, and then of course, go for a little dig. It is the Neon Dynasty today that we'll be opening. Hopefully, maybe we can get Wandering Emperor. I also wouldn't mind some of the marches, some of the lands. Literally, there are a ton of bombs in this set. Last pack, we pulled a Thundering Reiju, which was ridiculous. Very cool. So excited for that. But before we get there, we've got to break down the deck. So make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's take a look at the build. Oakley Dokley, mono blue rotation, 60 card standard, best of 1, 10 creatures only, 26 non-creatures, 24 lands. So really making the most out of our instant speed interaction within the build. Keep in mind that that creature total is buffed up by 4 thanks to the inventive iteration. And now this is actually one of the cards that the deck was built around and my favorite card in the build. For 4 mana, return up to 1 target creature or planeswalker to its owner's hand. You know, whether it's your own or your opponent's, you know, get over here. And then return target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand if you can't draw a card. In this build, acting strictly as a draw for us. We don't want to be returning artifacts back. Of course, you could engineer that in a specific deck, but we just like to take the confirmed draw. Next up, exile and transform into the Living Breakthrough. Now, this is a 3/3 with flying enchantment creature. Whenever you cast a spell, your opponents can't cast spells with the same mana value until your next turn, right? So, you know, if you cast a 2-drop, they on their turn cannot cast a 2-drop, which is redonkulous. Now, this is where a lot of the magic happens within the build, shutting down our opponents tempo-wise. Of course, you know, the inventive iteration is bouncing something, so this is acting as a tempo play here as well. Moving on from that, other tempo plays, Fading Hope, return target creature to its owner's hand. If its mana value was 3 or less, scry 1, right? March of Swirling Mist at instant speed for 1+X. As an additional cost to cast a spell, you may exile any number of blue cards from your hand, and it will cost 2 less for each card exiled this way to phase out X target creatures. This is fantastic, right? So you can really gain some tempo there. Same thing with the Spectral Adversary. This comes with a creature, though, which is quite nice for 2. It's a 2/1 with flying and flash. When it enters play, pay 2 any number of times to phase out that many artifacts, creatures, and or enchantments, which is pretty cool. So, you know, very nice tempo here as well. Consuming Tide, more of the same. Sorcery speed for 4. Each player chooses a non-land permanent they control. Return all non-land permanents not chosen this way to their owner's hands. And then you'll draw a card for each opponent who has more cards in their hand than you, right? So each player gets to keep one thing, and then they will bounce the rest. Plus, we get a draw 9 times out of 10. Okay, so finally, it's the Hullbreaker Horror. 7/8 for 7 with flash, can't be countered. And when you cast a spell, choose 1. Return target spell you don't control to its owner's hand. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand here as well, right? So basically, as you can see, everything is tempo within the deck. And I've even forgotten one. The Alchemist Revival for 1. Returning non-land permanent you control to its owner's hand. Cleave for 2 to return something that they control to their hand, which is fantastic, right? So this goes both ways. This goes offensively by opening up our attack lanes, and it is also defensively by protecting our creatures, right? So the phase out goes both ways, and the bounce effect, I guess, through Fading Hope here, right? We can, you know, gain value through Consider. It's a really nice draw. The Memory Deluge acts as a really nice draw here as well. To get us going, everything is replayable through the grave via the Disciple of the Drowned, which is, yeah, you already know, let's be honest. So it can't be countered 3/4, and then each instant and sorcery in your graveyard has flashback for the original price of the spell, which is ridiculous. We're cheating within the deck, so I said it's rotation proof, but we're actually cheating here with all of the Storm Giants. You know, if we do get a 2023 queue, sure, cut it, add some more normal lands, that's fine. But if you want to be competitive with this deck, I really recommend that you run the land. If you don't want to spend your wild cards on it because you don't have it, don't. It's going to rotate. You're going to lose it. Just wait. It's, you know, it's important, but not that important. More important when you lose than win, it seems to be. Anywho, that really is the entirety of the deck. There's not much going on here. You know, get the Spectral Adversary in play. get the living lore in play, start attacking. Start attacking. They both have flying. You should be able to get consistent damage in while protecting them and yourself, right? Get that Leer out, make sure that Leer survives, and then eventually Hullbreaker's out, and good luck after that, right? So that is the deck. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Enjoy today's gameplay footage, and we're going to open this pack up after that. Oakley Dokley. Our opponent's going first. Pass over. Just consider our way into the Disciple. Interesting. I like it. I would just block this Drake. Right, it's a draw engine, so... Don't you! Don't you! Don't you! Forgot about this. Alchemist Retrieval. I like it. Don't you! Just stop it. I like that. That's my new favorite thing. Don't you! Stop it! You stop it! Don't you! They probably feel the exact same way about me. No land, but maybe we take it now. Yeah, let's try to find a land. Beautiful. Don't you! It's nice to get this Hexproof out of the way. It sucks to use all our spells up, but we survive. Don't ever want to let it enchant. And they're going to play their creature next turn, which means we're safe to just slam. They need to take the turn off and remove the Disciple. A Drizzake. Break and Bake. I don't see any problems with the trade. It's a draw engine, so if I can take it out, that's beneficial, right? It's a good hand still. Two birds with one stone. We still hold up a retrieval if they have interaction. Oh, I can't cleave it. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Food for thought. No cleave from the grave. The big booty, huh? 8 damage, huh? Why don't you attack, huh? I guess we could have looked. Well, no, it's got Hexproof. As I say, we could have grabbed a Fading Hope, maybe. We have access to a March. Don't need you. I don't need you. Interesting. I mean, I don't have a problem with that. Let's hit for 3 to 5. And our turn. We've got some juicy interaction. We could have actually tided them. That would have been good. See you later. They just won't stop. They will not stop. How many protection spells do you have? All of them. It's become quite apparent. You need to block, dude. You gotta block. You can't attack. You gotta block, dude. It can be done. Mono blue. If you get lucky enough, it can be done, dude. It can be done. Oh my gosh. Wow. Unslow. Under Doogie. Let's consider. I like it. A good card, if you ask me. We consider Hope here. Or we just take it. It's still early in game. It's over. Let's bounce for the scry. A Dardly Dispute, no scry. It's going to spend their mana, though, for the turn. No, it's not. Little attack in play. Bounce-a-roni here. Only a 1 mana tempo play, but whatever. Don't you? Another Dardly duty. Interesting. Just looking for land. 3 mana up. Gassed. Do they kill the ghast to take our adversary? Wow, that's digging deep. Really? They're going for it. Interesting. I mean, I'll play these all day. Despair can only take 1. Nope, they're gonna take their land, take their life. Trespasser, boo. It's a 3-drop we'll need to play. We don't have access to 3 mana here. Am I going to discard a card for that? Lear takes out Loath. It takes out Invoke. Doesn't take out Meat Hook, though, or well, it does on 5. But Blood on the Snow is what I'm most worried about. Right, they're on 5 mana, so we do get, a pass on those 5 mana drops this turn. Next turn's gonna suck, though. This is a block. Oof. Still a block. We have the Mist. It's fine. Mist protects us. Meat Hook away, dude. Get hooked. Oh, they couldn't hook for 3 because it's 5. I've selected Tide. Now let me select my cards to phase out. F. F. Oh man, this is like a connection drop. There we go. We're back. Or we're not. Well, I mean, as long as I can submit 1. Really? Okay. Brutal, right? Disconnecting during a match. It's at least it fixes this, right? Now we're good. Let's hit. And then we're just going to march our way to victory, I hope. We have the Spectral, too. Hmm. Let's just phase out. They're locked out of 4 mana value. Three, 6, 9, 10, 11. If we get a land, we have lethal. Beautiful. And turn, we have mist up. Here comes a blood on the snow. Beautiful. March of Swirling Mist. What a legendary card. What a legendary card, dude. Decent. And then we bounce it for like the finisher. Finish him. Don't you? Don't you? Five, six. We could do this. See if we find anything. Nah, you can have it. I'll just discard. It's fine. They're out of mana. We could have considered first. I mean, it could go after though as well. It doesn't matter too much, I guess. The iteration was confirmed kill. Opponent goes first. Yeah. These matches are risky biscuit. If you can get a single win with mono blue, you're a legend. Absolute legend. So that's the goal in today's video, is just to get one win. I'll keep it. Pass over. Pass over? It's a unleavened deck. Right? Let's throw a creature in play. Get down, get dirty. Swing for 2. Like a really slow tempo deck, right? What you got, Willis? A Rafine? Wandering Emperor? A meat hook? I shouldn't be able to do that. Well, let's just keep it in play. Whatever. Whatever, dude. Just sack a sheep about it. I mean, I'd like to bounce their creature if it's sorcery speed. Like I have wooden teeth. Sorcery speed. Wow. Now that is brave. Sick turn, dude. Just looking for a... Oh? What the hell? What's the green card doing in this Esper deck? Oh, now I'm confused. What the hell? What? Now I'm just confused, bro. It's a Grease Fang build. We'll save the Fading Hope, that means. Interesting. Like I said, to get a single win with this deck is going to be a miracle, so. Let's just phase it out. Easy, breezy, a beautiful cover girl. You just won't give up the grudge. Whatever, dude. Maybe we don't need that. We just need card advantage. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Getting closer. I think we are safe. We can march and discard, right? Except I forgot to do it first because I clicked the button like a goofus. Oops. We had this. That's what I mean. One misclick and now you've lost tempo. Now they're going to kill the disciple. And that's the end result anyways, but we dodge a cat. And they just replay it, which would have happened anyways. I'm so fucked. Let's start dealing with these tokens. Again, we have a nice discard. This is okay. Let's see what they discard. And make sure we bounce this if we need to. As soon as they enter combat, before the attack. Oh, it's at the beginning of combat. I see. We need to put a stop here. That's why. So we have to do it here, which gives them the chance to replay it unless we march it. Did they get anything? No. So let's see what they've got. It's not great, but Bankbuster's a good draw. It's a good land, and it's our 7th land. I think we can attack even. Now that's flexing. Remember that time we missed the tempo of this match? Drawing, discarding. As long as they don't toss out a limo, I suppose. We need more mana on top of the Hullbreaker, or we need them to tap out. Graveyard still looks good for the Grease Fang. Keep 1 mana up for the March if we need it. They could crew in response. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Got ourselves a little battle here, don't we? They have more interaction. Can't counter it. Can't counter it, Diggy. Oh, wow, look at that stack. You got to pay your respect. They still phase out. Hit for 2. This land is super helpful. Looks like we can still hit. I mean, it's the exact same thing's going to happen. They know this. Or should we? No, let's keep marching. Because they have, like, they could easily just remove it. Or we force them to have it. Let's force them to have it. Being greedy, I want the block. We have consider. And they can just recast it. Okay, nice. Do they have another on the stack? No way! That's crazy. Dang, dude. Good on you. Good on you, Dougie. Who marches into 2 Vanishing Verses and 3 Meat Hooks prior? That's incredible. In what world? In what world? It's a good match nonetheless. I'm just like shocked, quite literally. Let's march the field here and, just grind them down, I guess. Mm-hmm. I understand that they're going to crew the Bank Buster. It is what it is. Living Breakthrough, shutting down 3 drops. Here's the crew. Crew likely means an attack and no draw. Can't cast a 3-drop. Another Buster for 2. For 6. I have another March, please. Okay. Could be bad. Some redundant cards there. Now, as far as I can tell, we're just dead anyways. All right. I should have kept one more blocker back. All we need is a march. Cool. Ooh, we've already played a land. Remember that time we lost tempo at the start of the match? All right, they get a draw. I mean, that's good, right? It's the double bank buster that's going to get us, right? So we'll need to Fading Hope first and then Mist, I think, to get out of it. Okay. That keeps the cats to attack, which is bad. I'm going to wait right for the attacks, I think. When we take 2 damage from one of the cats that... Oh, good on you. I think this could potentially be lethal. Oh, no, because they can crew the cat when we go to bounce it, which keeps us from lethal. And they get a 1/1 as well from this other bank buster. Yeah, we also have Tide in the deck, consuming Tide at 12. I don't know where it is. Where are you? A lot of their stuff's phased out, though. Nice. Okay, so that sucks. We lose our next March. Right, that really sucks. We did bottom a Consuming Tide to begin the game at one point. Without a March, we're dead here. It was a good game, though. Very good game. A shuffle through the field, probably not needed as there's 12 here. And I believe we've shuffled from something else. Good game. I mean, that's all we've got, right? It's such a good match that I might let them have it. We tried it, did our best, it did. And I think when we accidentally passed to their combat to begin the game is where we lost it. But it was kind of crazy how well we were able to position ourselves throughout the match, right? And take it like a champion. Fantastic match. We love it. We love it, dude. Good game. Going first with no creatures. This is going to work out in our favor. Definitely, dude. Definitely, Doogie. Do love this card. A little bit better there. That Deluge helps us find the Disciple, the Hull Breaker. Haste, huh? That's very good against our deck. Borings. Now we Deluge, and then we Tide. Here comes a Raging Keiju, because why not? Oh, really interesting. We should have considered and pulled that March to use. How do you know, though, right? We could March. Rather just Tide, maybe. Trying to see what we can get out of them. Let's just tag those out. Ignore Tide one more time. Brutal. Of course you do. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my god. Oh my god, 13 damage. Full deck. Okay, so I was actually surprised we got a single win with the deck. It performed really nicely. You know, it's one of those things where tempo is fantastic until it's not, right? And right now, it's like a mid-range tempo deck. It is very slow. You know, it's definitely not that Spirits deck that we see in Explorer, but nonetheless, it's getting the job done, and it's doing so without sacrificing any of our precious wildcards that we want to hold on to for rotation in September when Dominaria comes out. Ooh, can commune with spirits. I wanted to say consume spirits, but that's more like a meat hook thing, right? What's our big winner here? Oh, behold, the unspeakable. I actually got excited. I thought this was the inventive iteration there. We're going to get a Soul Ripper. I believe this is a 4-3. It's all right. It's not the greatest. My camera also not the greatest. It literally will not focus. There we go. Beautiful art. Pretty hard to make out. A lot of black and purple here, but nonetheless, a very cool card here. And here's a Timeo's completion holographic and our rules card or whatever. So again, I mean, the Soul Ripper, definitely not a Wandering Emperor. Sag. But at the end of the day, you know, it's in here. It's in here. I can feel it coming. I feel it in the air. We got a whole box to go through, so, you know, fingers crossed. We're about halfway done our Midnight Hunt box, but I wanted to mix it up. We still haven't found a meat hook over there yet either, which is a Redonkulous. But, you know, just having fun. And let me know in the comments if you enjoy the pack opening at the end of the video, if there's any way I could improve it. I did have a second camera, but then it actually, you know, the camera owner needed it back after I had everything set up. So, you know, that is what it is. Maybe I'll look at getting a specified camera for the pack openings. But at the end of the day, you know, I just appreciate your time, your attention, and hanging out, right? So have a magical day. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace!